Hello there, welcome back to my Advent alphabet of self-care. And today we've reached J, which I've chosen to speak about joy. Now, joy is something that you might think, how can I bring joy into my life as a self-care thing? Because surely joy isn't something that we can just summon at the drop of a hat or the click of our fingers. But what I'd like to suggest that joy is perhaps something that we can find quite simply, and I'd like to explain why I think that's the case. I don't think joy is actually dependent upon our external circumstances, and that's my starting point. I think joy is something that we can find in the very smallest of moments. And the joy that I'm speaking about is when we're able to take a step back and rise above what's going on actually in our lives at any one given moment. And it's about that ability to be able to observe what's going on in our life and to know that this is not the entirety of what we're experiencing. The best way that I've heard it described is that what can be going on in our lives, it's a bit like when you're in an aeroplane and you're going through all the clouds. But eventually, as you rise above the clouds, you reach the blue sky of the atmosphere. And that is always there. And a lot of what we go through, a lot of the experiences that we go through are like the clouds, and our feelings come and go. But behind it all, there is that part of ourself that just observes. And it's this part of ourself that can know a deep and abiding sense of joy. And I often find that I find this when I'm able to stop and just be, and that might mean that I stop and just focus in on my breathing, and when I'm able to let go of all the thoughts and the worries just for the faint moments in time where I'm actually able to stop myself thinking and to just be, I then discover that within me I do have a real sense of joy. And I think as well that we can actually find joy in the very smallest of moments, and I think it's about being able to be in this moment and then this moment and again this moment, because in each moment we have the choice as to how we choose to react and what we choose to how to view things, whether to fight against our circumstances, whether to accept them, whether to learn from them, or whether to resist them. And we can choose as well whether or not we're going to worry about the future or be involved in the past. And I think if we can try and be in this moment and this moment, we begin to discover that in each moment there's an amazing capacity for joy. So what I'd like to encourage you to do is to try and just be in this moment, to take a breath, to rest, in just that knowledge of that in this moment all that's going on is you, in your breath, and in this moment you can discover joy. I'll see you tomorrow for another instalment of the Self-Care Alphabet. Bye for now.